I don't know if Ballyhoo doesn't show up, guys. I don't know. Sorry about last week. I didn't have anything conflicting, but I was at my parents' house, and then I was just still there out of family peer pressure. So I apologize. That was not planned. All right. Yeah. I'm not complaining, you know. I got a lot of free food over my break by hanging out at my parents' house, but which I very much appreciate. I got to spend time with my family, which was fun. All right. I rolled a 1. Corlin, have you gone in the past 2 games?
Yeah.
All right, so pick somebody.
I think it was Talar was the last time we played where we ended up doing the holiday thing. Then it was me, then it was Corlin. So I don't know if technically Talar's counts or not.
Oh, well, I don't know.
So we didn't end up playing.
I'm gonna say. First of all, I'm gonna give you an inspiration for having kept track of those. I'm not gonna do that on a regular basis, but thank you. It's been a while. That helps. So this is a permanent until used one. I'm gonna say no because it's 2 back. I mean, because Ballyhoo did the best that he could, and then we ended up not playing because somebody's electricity was turned off or whatever. I'm glad that got sorted out. What a stupid time for that to happen. So Corlin, you're on, and everyone else, please feel free to pitch in. Yeah, I know. I'm just glad it didn't happen like on the coldest day. Thank you.
So here's the thing is that I have no idea what happened last time on DBZ. I'm pretty sure we're back in Calicdemic because we're going to Slaughter Pen to check on stuff.
Would you like?
That's all I remember.
Okay.
You are on your way back currently.
Yeah, we didn't quite make it, and then Ballyhoo was like, "I want to go to the
oh, that's right,
the Dream World," and he went to like talk to Lyric about it, and Lyric was like, "Why don't we all just go?" And then we're like, "Fuck it, let's do it," and that's where we ended.
That's right.
And there was the whole Locke got back from the moon, and everyone got caught up.
That's right.
Morning.
All right. So there we go. That's what happened.
So we're going to the ethereal plane because we think that Ballyhoo will be able to meet their dragon, right? Is that why we're going?
I'm not going to answer because
I don't think we think that is the case, or at least not a full version. It'd be Ballyhoo's impression of his dragon.
Because then theoretically, couldn't we all meet like our Orbeez?
I mean, a version of them, because it would be, what our mind constructs them to be, is our current understanding. If I remember last time, was the roles that we got, or at least Lyric got. I don't know if any of the rest of us know one way or the other, but I believe that's what Lyric found out.
Okay. Mm. There. Ugh. Anybody want to add anything else, or are we good?
I'm good.
Okay. Then we will move on. I think I fixed the time last time. It is 8 a.m. on Res. The second week of Isan. In the year 4226, Age of the Green Dragon. I always fix it on the time tracker and not on my notes. So you guys have, I would say that at this point that you wouldn't be able to take a long rest yet because it's morning. Like you've got a full day to do stuff. Having said that, sorry, I'm trying to organize my shit. I will have somebody roll. I roll. Or no, I don't. Someone 2d6. It can either be one person or it can be two separate rolls. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I'll roll them.
Okay.
I got 2 1s.
Okay. Let me look at my thing. That is. There you go. It is still foggy. Mildly foggy. You're probably gonna travel a little slower today, lose some time, but not a ton of time. So you're not getting like a regular full day's trip. You'll get a decent one because it is not super duper foggy. It is medium warm. Kind of mildly cool. Very similar to what it is like right now where I live for the time of year. That's it. You guys have a day to do stuff. What would people like to roll for? I'm writing this down for Kieran because he still has some downtime he's got to roll for. I'm gonna go down. I know that you're answering the PC question or the talent talks, but it just looked like you were saying you're gonna roll for psychology. Ballyhoo is becoming a psychologist, guys. Everyone feel free to mildly panic.
Not already?
All right. I will start, however. I will start with Ballyhoo. Ballyhoo, what would you like to do with your day?
I'm just train more on that thing I've been working on.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Resilient.
Okay. You feeling okay? You sound a little bit more basso than normal.
Slightly stuffy, but I'm fine.
Okay, well, I'm glad.
How many rolls am I doing?
You would roll twice. I mean, if there's anything else you guys want to do through the day, that's fine. I'm just gonna get the rolls out of the way first. All right. I guess we're gonna go down the line. So Coraline, you're next. What would you like to do?
I just messaged you.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. I mean, it's gonna be sleight of hand, I think. Do you have proficiency in anything like in the thing necessary to do what you want to do? There, I'm being
Nope.
vague on purpose. Okay. So just roll Dex. I don't know if you're proficient in sleight of hand. If you are, you can add your proficiency. If not,
I'm not.
okay, that's fine. It'll just take however long it takes. You don't have any. I mean, feel free to if you have any like idea of stuff you'd like to use to help. If not, then it's just it'll unless you roll like poorly over and over again, it's just gonna take you longer, is basically what's gonna happen.
I think the only thing I really have is like Druidcraft, but I don't think it would help any with.
No. It
Yeah.
doesn't really look like it does. It's unfortunate. I guess it's a cantrip. Shaped water and shapes. Well, shape water's a cantrip, but like stone shape is not. And I think that water, because that's impermanent, it makes sense that that would be a cantrip to me. I don't know why I'm clarifying why I think this would make sense, but yeah, go ahead and roll. Okay, lovely. Keep track of that. I will think about. I don't think it's gonna be. Let me look and see. You have to be like, make sure you tell me more specifically what you're doing, because that's gonna affect what the like the total you need to accomplish this would be.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a picture of it.
Okay, that's fine. Just whenever you get a chance. I mean, obviously, like one roll's not gonna do it for anything, even if somebody was like rolling a nat 20 and whatever. So, just find it and then I'll figure out what I want to do for.
Okie dokie.
Right. Okay. Oh no.
Isn't that brilliant?
Sure. I'm so confused. Okay, you can roll Arcana, I think, for that.
Yay!
I am so.
I mean, it's a level 1 spell.
You're fine. I just want to see where this goes. That is hilarious.
That's
gotta-
an 11.
Okay, now
Er.
you're making this up. You're making this up, so it's gonna be higher than like learning one. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
something that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So I gotta think about keep track of your total.
Yeah.
And
I can roll twice, right?
yeah. Oh yeah, Coralie, you can roll twice. If you already did, that's fine. But you only it showed me a single number.
Yeah, I haven't rolled
Um,
twice.
All right, yeah, go ahead and roll again.
Okay. I'm getting all of them out now.
Oh no. Well, I mean, like, I don't know. You don't know.
Oh, I know.
Hang on. I love hearing the tap dancing in the background.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize. You're talking to somebody whose dog is constantly just screaming at people outside. So, please don't fuss about it. All right. The next would be Lyric. What would you like to do today? You guys are on a ship. I mean, once you get to the ethereal plane, you can like hang out with your imaginary friend like everyone else is doing, but no. Okay. Sounds good. Got one more thing. Oh, do we have music going? We do not. Can we get music going? My lovely bard. I got one more thing, guys. Sorry, I thought I had everything open and I didn't. Okay, that is totally fine. This is what I'm looking for. Yeah. Okay. I wasn't thinking. All right, can I have somebody not Locke? Only because he rolled for the other thing. Can I have somebody roll a D100?
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it. Put our fate.
I was on my way to the dice button.
Oh shit! No, you do it. You do it.
No. You're good.
63.
Okay. Let me see. What are we doing here? What? Roll again. That seems like a stupid one.
Okay.
You're fine. That's not you. It's just it's one of those things that would have made way more sense like at an earlier level, and I'm like this. be boring for you guys now?
I guess it's 80. I rolled a 70 and then a 0.
Okay. No, a 70 and then a 0. Yeah, 0 would be 10. Yeah. Yep. All right. You guys, it is very foggy. So like aside from the stuff that you're rolling for, what are you guys doing throughout the day aside from what you're rolling for?
Locke would take, break probably about midday and like walk the deck, just check on everybody, that kind of thing. Otherwise, not much.
He say that again. Sorry.
He like midway through the day, like he would take a break from what he's doing, and he would go up on the deck and just see how people were doing. Find the party and check up on them, see how they're doing, and just kind of walk the deck a little bit and then go back down. He isn't doing a lot.
Okay. What about? I feel bad going in the same order all the time. What about? I'll start with Lyric. What else would you do during the day, aside from your downtime stuff?
Hi, I'm on my phone, so it's kind of weird. But I will. Other than that, I want to go talk to. We don't have to roleplay because I'm still looking for the charger. But I would like to go talk to Riz and see if the ship can get to places if we're not there.
To Rig?
Rig, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. You find Rig. I mean, she's somewhere on the ship. I don't know if she's on duty at this point in the day or not. I feel like Rig's a morning person. I think Rig works during the day. That's the first mate. And she kind of talks into her normal, very timid, quiet, whatever. But she would say, it's fine, but she doesn't know, like, that Kyrian has never been away from the ship while it's been traveling. Like if she said theoretically he's been off the ship while it's been there, but he's been like the ship has been docked in port, and it's never been like he's either taken the ship down, gotten rid of it, or been nearby port while it's been docked. So she's not sure. Just because he likes to take care of it. No. So she is not sure.
Oh.
This is your dog.
Oh, I don't mean to shit. I'm sorry.
I hope your dog's okay.
She was sleeping and she rolled off the bed. Oh, are you okay? I heard that thonk.
Well, that's why they make babies so squishy. They don't hurt themselves as much, I think. Okay. So the answer is I don't know. Sorry, I couldn't be more helpful than that. We'll get back to Thon. I'm kind of waiting, hopefully, until you find your charger. But let me know if whenever that is. Corlin, what about you? Other than downtime stuff, what would Corlin be doing?
He would hang out with Locke when she's not doing her own thing.
Okay. Locke, I'm gonna say with your passive, perception. Oh yeah, your perception is still also good. How is your passive perception better than your passive investigation? You're fine.
Honestly,
that's very funny to me.
I'm not 100%. Oh, it's because I'm proficient in investigation, but I've got expertise in perception.
Oh, that's not so okay. I was like, because I know your intelligence is higher.
Mm-hmm.
All right. With your passive perception, you would see through the fog, a flare off in the distance, and just barely through the mire, you would see kind of the outline of what is presumably a ship.
I'm immediately calling out that I saw a flare in a ship, and I, yelling out the general direction that I'm seeing it from. And hoping that those who know how to work a ship will not ram it, or ram it, depending on the decisions made, but getting people's attention so that the party can help me make a decision on what we're doing about flare.
Certainly. All right, so you guys are called over by Locke. I'm gonna assume that I mean, like, gosh, I don't know. I have no idea what Kyrian would do. I really wish that Michael was not sick, but I would imagine he'd be okay with helping them in general, and then just kind of keep a low profile other than that. So that's what I'm going to that's what I'm going to assume.
I'm good with that assessment.
That feels right. That feels reasonable for him.
Yeah.
So, you guys head over in that direction, and you find another ship who in their traveling. Let me actually put you on the correct map so you can see what I'm talking about. You're all the way up here. No, you are on the right map. Okay, that's cool. So you guys are like here-ish. The other ship is a little bit closer to the Karasi Valcour. And they have kind of like skirted a little bit too close to one of the smaller islands, which are not particularly pictured on the map. There are some atolls underneath the water, and they've kind of run aground. And their ship is not like horrifically damaged, but they are fully stuck on this little just outcropping of rock it's just close enough to the surface that they cannot get off. And they're far enough away from like an actual useful sized island. Like these smaller islands, people don't necessarily live on them, and even if they would, it wouldn't be like there wouldn't be a ton of people there. There'd be like a few. So like not enough to really be useful. So that's essentially what this is. They are stuck on a rock. So this is going to be, I guess, a skill challenge. I'll have you guys decide how you would like to help. Ballyhoo, can I have you do some music since Lyric is busy looking for his charger and you're my backup music person?
I don't know how Fredbolt works anymore.
Oh, because you haven't been using it?
Yeah, it's different now, and I haven't. Best I could do was start an activity.
If you give me, log in. If you DM me a link, I can do it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go to the music room. This one. Okay. Well, it might end up being pointless because it sounds like we are gonna get this fixed. There we go. Yeah, nailed it. All right. I'm gonna take full credit for that. You're welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
I didn't do it.
I know.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Lyric. I'm glad you found your charger because that's always a pain in the butt. All right. So we're gonna do this as a skill challenge. You guys are gonna figure out what it is that you're gonna do. Each of you gets one thing. And I'm gonna say Kirian's can be like, I think he has control water. That's gonna be his one thing. That seems helpful. So like once you guys, we'll say Kirian will go last.
He'll punch somebody in the face.
He does that, but he does it in a helpful way. Yes. Where is it? Jeez. Yeah, he's got create or destroy water. I thought he had control water. Control water. He does. Haha. Yeah. So we'll say that that's what he would do. But he'll go last, and that'll kind of be like the final shove. I'm gonna start in the middle. Corlin, do you have an idea of what you would like to do for this?
I have no idea because we're not close to them at all, right?
No, you guys, at this point, we're just saying you guys have made it over.
Oh.
Yeah, you're there. I mean, you're not like right up next to them because you don't want to get stuck on the same rocks that they have.
Yeah.
But you're close enough that if you needed to get over there, you could.
Well, I could make a thorn whip, and that's 30. No, because I might as well just have a rope then. I have no idea.
I'll come back to you. I started in the middle because I started at the top, and then I started at the bottom, and so I was just trying to mix it up a little bit. But I will go to Locke, who is also in the middle.
I mean, I don't know if this spell is capable of doing something like this, but my first thought is reduce the size of the ship, make it easier to move, or do any other stuff, and then once it was back. But I don't think this spell was made for anything as big as a ship. But
well, a creature or an object you can see within range should grow larger or smaller for the duration. That is neither worn nor carried. I mean, here's the thing. if you reduce the ship, there is stuff inside of it.
Yeah.
So that will not get reduced. It would
Yeah.
reduce the ship.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. It would.
Yeah.
I mean, it does not. There's no size cap on it. So
Yeah.
I mean, theoretically, it would work on something
Yeah.
that large.
But that was my initial idea, but I'm still thinking.
Okay, that is fine. I'll keep going. Lyric, this is not me picking you necessarily. Are you set up now? Are you good to go, or are you still collecting yourself? I'm gonna take that as a still collecting himself. Ballyhoo, it is your turn.
Very straightforward and simple. I'm just gonna chill with Flippy Gibbet.
No. This is a skill challenge. You can chill with Flippity Gibbet. This is a skill challenge to get a ship off the rocks. Like, you guys have noticed a ship signaling for help. And so everybody's got to pick a thing they want to do, and I will tell you what to roll unless the thing you're saying has a role that is associated with it.
Okay. I'm just gonna go down and I don't know, just kind of try to push the ship off the rocks and help get leverage or something.
Yeah. What if Ballyhoo's pushing it? If we could use rope and then Corlin could pull from the ship.
And Locke can enlarge Bally to give him give her extra strength.
All right. Let's see. Bless you.
That's you.
Somebody's sneezy today.
I thought that before this, not that it was a big deal. We were gonna do our whatever else downtime we wanted to do for that time.
We were. We're not done with downtime stuff.
Okay.
Just Locke's downtime was him going around looking for people, and because he has that high passive perception, he would have noticed this.
Gotcha.
Which is what Corlin rolled. This is the encounter. All right. Lyric, you there?
Uno momento, I found the cord. I'm getting switched over.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, thank you.
We kind of have to wait because this is a group thing, but we have at least some of them. Yeah, did you want to Flippity Gibbet?
No. I was gonna say we could. Those of us who already chose what we're gonna do, might we roll, or do you have a specific thing?
Well, I just don't know if what Lyric is going to do will affect anything you guys are doing. So.
Okay.
Like the three of you are working together, he might also.
Can you hear me?
There somehow.
Check. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm all right. I'm here now. Okay. As far as what am I doing? A skill check?
Yeah. There's a ship on the rocks. I don't know how much you've heard. If you've heard everything, that's fine, and I will.
It sounds like we've come upon a ship that's come aground on like an atoll.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the skill check we're making, I don't know what that is though. Sorry.
Just basically, you guys are helping to get it off the rocks. I can tell you what everyone is gonna do so far. Locke is enlarging Ballyhoo, who is pushing while Corlin pulls from the ship, like with a rope. So Ballyhoo's gonna like pop down in the water and push. Corlin is going to pull with a rope that's attached to the ship to kind of help, and Locke is going to enlarge Ballyhoo. Kyrian will cast Create Water to kind of give a little bit of a swell underneath to help shift the ship, and
Nope.
You're going to do something.
Yes. Remind me tomorrow to do update Windows. Okay. Spells. Come on. Well, let me go to my spells. Well, I tell you what. Okay, I will do.
I can tell you what you have. The other thing is,
yeah, I know what. So I think what I'll do is I'll do Harmonize, and then I'll do Bardic Inspiration on. I guess it sounds like Ballyhoo is doing a majority of the physical part, right? To push.
Ballyhoo and Corlin are kind of working together, but Ballyhoo is
Both
going to
of them,
be the biggest.
So I'll put it on both
whatever.
of them.
Okay.
So D10 for both of you guys.
All right. Lovely. All right. So I'm gonna have. Let me see what enlarge. I always forget. You get an extra D4 damage, but you get advantage on stuff. The creature's maximum possible bump. Advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Target's weapon also grows to match its new size. That doesn't matter. Well, I mean, it kind of does. It's your hair, but so it's got nothing to do with damage. Your size and weight is multiplied by 8. This is a ship, though. I mean, it helps. Okay. So I'm gonna have Ballyhoo and Corlin both roll, and we'll say Corlin that Kyrian is, or some Kyrian or Rig, probably Rig. Rig's real good with knots. Will help you by making sure that the rope setup is like the best. Like all of the knots and ropes are like set up in a way so that like you're getting maximum maximum effect for the effort you're putting in. So you will get advantage from that. I'm gonna have Rig roll to see how good those knots are, but that is something that she is. Oh yeah, they're very good. Yeah, that she is skilled at. So you're gonna get advantage from that because Rig has given you the best possible setup, and then Ballyhoo, you're gonna get advantage from Enlarge Reduce. I'll have you guys, and then both of you have the D10. Go ahead and roll a Strength Athletics.
Do I get advantage from Enlarge? Because if not, I'll rage.
You do get advantage from Enlarge Reduce, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so advantage and then plus a D10 or plus 10?
Plus a D10.
Plus a D10. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Value, you get a D10 as well.
With all the fancy majiggers.
So altogether, it is 34? No, 31.
Okay. It's just, this is very funny. It's funny because, like, the difference between, like, this level plus it's, like, a paladin and a barbarian versus, like, beginning levels where it's a struggle, and, like, both of you are over 30.
Just
it takes...
Just for the fun of it, because I'll never get to do this again, to get over a 40, I'll throw in my D3 too.
That's amazing. So let's. Oh wow! So you're the maximum on that as you could be.
42,
okay.
which is the answer to the universe.
Which means that it's an insta succeed. You guys just levitate the ship because you're that cool. No, that's amazing. Like 2 people rolling a total of over 70. That's good. Yeah, I will say it's a ship. It's large. It takes a little bit of time. But you guys are able to shift it, and with just that little bit, I'll roll for Kyrian. I'll have him roll, I guess.
You're
Tyrion
athletic.
probably could have solved this by himself in like one action.
No, I mean he couldn't have. He doesn't. I mean, he can help. He's helping by doing control water to like buoy the boat up a little bit. But that it's an ocean, and that spell creates. I mean, a lot of water, but in an ocean, a lot of water is relative. So, I'm sure. I mean, he might have a thing that he can do that I don't know. But control water only makes. Yeah, I mean, so Ballyhoo's getting a little bit of a bath. But between the 3 of you, like as he sees Ballyhoo starting to get some leverage and Corlin starting to like slowly just muscle her way backwards, Kyrian casts control water. Ballyhoo, you are kind of you get a little bit of a water slide thing. And I'm gonna roll to see like. Yeah, he aims fine. And you get like a little bit of a. I don't know if you've ever been in a wave pool, but you get to do a little ride. As part of this, and you're able to do it in such a way because of how well the 2 of you rolled. We'll say Corlin gives it that extra little like tug to make sure the ship does not like tip over. And Ballyhoo, you just kind of gently bob back towards the ship because of the wave. So well done, guys. All right. We're gonna go back to downtime activities. I did not mean to skip over those. This is just like when Locke said what he was doing. I was like,
I didn't mean to like be trying to rush your head. Did anything come with that? We helped the ship and.
Yeah, no, you were able to do that. You are profusely thanked. And also given a tip, which God help us if Kyrian ever shows up. Poor Kyrian. He does not feel well today. But if he ever shows up, it will be meaningful to him. I'm gonna say, Lyric, you could roll for this. Just a straight roll. History. That Captain John has been seen in the area.
Okay.
And I will say, if you don't roll high enough, I'm gonna let Kyrian. I'm gonna wait till he's here, because this is for sure someone he would have heard of.
I got a 5.
Okay, we're gonna wait on that. Like, he's not like, they're not saying he's like right here, but they're like he's around. And I will say that you guys are all insightful enough to recognize that this doesn't seem to be a bad thing. Like, they kind of give a general idea of where he is. He's a little bit like kind of southwest, like down around towards like Wynwood, maybe not quite there, but that he's been seen in the area. And they all, give you a thanks, and offer you a little bit of money. You don't have a ton of money. But as a thank you, you are offered 80 gold pieces.
That was very nice of them.
All right. I mean, unless there's anything you guys would like to do on this ship, we're going to move on from here.
Log would just make sure none of them are like seriously hurt and needing healing, but other than that, no.
What kind of a ship is it?
It is a smaller ship than the one that you guys are on. It is more appears to be like a cargo kind of a ship. Like it's smaller, it's got a like a very deep hull, but chances are it probably goes back and forth a lot between like Calic Dimit and Darkmouth. You know, like just inside this bay and not out in like the deeper ocean.
Several crates are getting the Bad Rabbit logo.
Okay. All right.
I will assist.
I'm gonna have you I'm gonna have you roll how are you getting down? Like there it's below deck.
I think I'll just put one big one on the side of the ship then.
Okay.
I mean,
All
you
right,
could be
so-
invisible.
I could, but it's too much work.
But not for me.
Oh, you say you could turn me invisible.
Oh, yes.
This party is an agent of chaos. I feel like we know this.
And
right?
now we know why
It
Locke was
would- I
asking
would
if they
think
needed
that-
healing.
The thing, I would do that for sure if it lasted longer than an hour, but it's only a minor image. So
Oh. I thought you were talking about invisibility. I'm like, invisibility lasts for a full hour. You'd be fine.
yeah, no, I can't make the logo stay, so I would just put it on the ship for
That's
the wharf to
All right.
enjoy.
How is that? Does that have somatic components? I would only ask you to roll sleight of hand if that seemed appropriate. That's
Yeah, it's got somatic. Yeah, I do it with my wand though.
Wand.
Okay, well, I mean, that's still, yeah, the wand is somatic components. You're waving your wand like a conductor.
Okay.
So, I mean, either you're trying to be sneaky or you're not, but if you're trying to be sneaky, I'm going to ask for sleight of hand.
You're going to have a D10 either way.
Nice.
There you go.
Woof.
Roll it.
You know what though? I still got my D3.
Okay. I feel like you always roll a 3 on that, or at least most of the time. 12. Okay, we'll say that you get a couple odd looks, but they don't know what's going on. Like they see you kind of waving your wand around, but it's on the outside of the ship. So you do get a few
Yeah,
kind
this
of
is
like-
helping get the ship. This is so that you won't be on rocks anymore.
We wouldn't want you to be on the rocks, you know. We're just trying to help.
Just trying to help.
Okay,
Ballyhoo's an expert.
I'm gonna have Ballyhoo roll deception, but with advantage because you're getting help. Yeah. Okay. They look a little confused because they kind of look around like they're trying to figure out what's going on, but they don't seem suspicious. Does that last for like a length of time?
Yeah,
the bolt three
it's
magic.
Yeah, I
That's
think it's
cool.
10 minutes. It's 10 minutes. Yeah.
It's a cool subclass. I've played it before, but not like just for a one shot. I played it with a I don't remember what we were doing. Was I playing Kipling? I was playing Kipling the Warforged, the one who got like every single curse. That one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor Kipling. All right. So, successfully completing both your Good Samaritan ship and your mischief, harmless mischief. You guys make your ways back onto your ship if you are not on it. And collect your rope if it was yours, if it was theirs, I don't know. Everyone has their own materials back. And you may.
I'm gonna ask them
your way.
to borrow one to have one of their ropes.
Everybody gets their ropes back. Is there a reason why?
I just want a rope.
You don't have your own rope?
Sure, we have.
No, of
plenty
course
rope.
I don't. Why would I have a rope? I'm
You
a
call
bard.
yourself an adventurer.
I know, but they come in like so many of the starting kits. Like I'm sure that you get the entertainer's pack does not have rope at all.
No.
Oh my goodness. We'll see. High or low if they have like a spare rope.
Always high.
Okay, there we go. Hey. Oh man, that's the wrong one. They need the ropes that they have. I was gonna say they probably have a spare rope lying around. I thought it was 80 at first, but it wasn't. It was an 8.
I'll just be
I
like,
saw the 8 and got excited.
you know what? Actually, because I've seen your sailing capabilities, perhaps you should keep all of your ropes anyway.
They apologize for not having, a spare, but they
It's okay. I'm sure we have something on our ship that can tie me over.
Oh
No,
my
no.
god.
roll
Don't get yourself in a knot.
performance. We're gonna see how much they like this.
Okay. I'll roll performance. What's 24? It's a 9 plus
20.
15.
Yeah, but don't you get automatic 10, right?
Not on performance.
Okay. Yeah, so 24 is still amazing. I just knew that there was something you got default.
Mhm.
Yeah, they think you're hilarious. Unlike Corlin, they are fully appreciating the skill and nuance and subtlety and insightfulness of your performance. You are not given a rope, but you are offered a bottle of something. We'll say it's a type of wine.
Okay. Bottle of wine.
They kind of just go, they're not gonna notice one missing bottle of wine.
Okay.
And then they make their way onward. All right.
Remember, my friends, do not be afraid.
You get like cheers and applause as they make their way off in the other direction. Man, it'd be really awkward if you guys were all heading in the same direction. It's like you say goodbye to somebody and you have to walk down the hallway next to them.
Yeah.
You realize that you're both parked next to one another and you're like, oh man. No, they're heading the other way. Let's see. You guys are get to like here today. All right, we're gonna do more downtime stuff. I will start with my dragon people. That's you. Thank you. I bet wherever Kyrian is, he felt slightly better. He got a nosebleed, but like in a good way, and he didn't.
His ears are warm right now.
Yeah, he's like, oh man. I'll start with Ballyhoo. I like that you still have Tally-Ho on the other one. I'll start with Ballyhoo. Is there anything specifically that you wanted to talk to Flippity Gibbet about, or just hang out?
For sure, hang out. I wanted to know if they knew any songs that they could teach me, because I was going to perform one of those songs.
Okay. All right. Absolutely, I do. What do you want to know? What song? Like, what do you want a song about?
I do really well with like folk songs, songs that tell a story.
Yeah, but a story about what?
Oh, about a person, probably, usually. I don't want
Wow,
a song about like a cloud.
so specific. Okay. Do you want a pirate song?
Yes, of course.
What kind of pirate? A sad pirate? A happy pirate? A drunk pirate? An upside down pirate?
A happy pirate.
I like it.
I feel like most pirates probably don't show their happy side enough.
Oh, I don't know. I think everybody can be happy. It just depends on the person. Just a second. All right. Gosh darn it. I'm trying to use this like a lyrics generator, honestly. They will teach you, they'll teach you a song about a pirate. Okay. I guess I could just randomly do this, apparently. I wasn't paying attention. Okay.
Kill a character? Yeah, you can always randomly do that as a DM.
Nah. All right. The Tale of My Tall Pirate Friend by Dr. Love. They teach you that song. This is horrible. Here's what the cover art of this CD would be if CDs existed. There you go. Gorgeous. Yeah.
That is terrible.
Here. And it starts.
I love it.
It starts. I know. I don't like how there's
It's like
no
so bad it is good.
There's no margins. Like, at least I think all of the music symbols are no, all the music symbols are the right way around. That's like the one thing that always drives me nuts, because half the time you got a backwards treble sign.
Yeah, or like an upside down bass clef.
Yeah. All right. It starts off. It began on a cool summer's night. I was the most happy pirate around. She was the most tall pirate. She was my friend, my tall friend, my pirate. And it goes on from there. You can. So stupid. This website is really dumb, you guys. Poetry. My nose, ouch. When I think of that tall pirate and me, that's how it ends. What a winning website I have found. Go ahead and roll. Guess we'll do performance to learn this, since it is a song. Roll performance.
I did.
Oh,
21.
I didn't even hear. Yeah, you're good. I can see it. I just didn't hear the website boop. Yeah. So you're able to learn this, like, song of moderate value. I feel like what it lacks in value, it makes up for in enthusiasm. Jeez, I let it fill in a lot of the blanks for me. But one cool night, we decided to walk too much. Together we fed a hippie. It was ugly, so ugly. I didn't choose any of that. Oh no. Apparently you guys also tickled a criminal. This song is crazy.
This is awful.
I'm gonna copy and paste the lyrics into like the memes. Just it's real bad. This is our all AI judge. Yes. Let's see. In your own time, if you would like to read this, feel free to. This is the song that Ballyhoo gets to learn. I would say that is enthusiastic song, not a great song. You get the impression that maybe Flippity Gibbet is not like is not super discerning about music. Anything else that you would like to do, Ballyhoo?
Going to find lyric.
Okay, before you do that, I'm gonna go to Lyric, who is going to talk to Thon. About the ethereal plane, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I will go to my quarters across from Kirian's. What's his name that lives in there?
Miles.
Smiles. Right.
Yes.
I will, if Smiles is in there, I will say, hey, Smiles, Kirian needs you, top deck.
Yeah, okay. He skitters out.
And then I'll lock the door.
No.
And then I will just throw my blanket on the floor and sit down on it and pet Caspian and talk to Thon. And I will say, Thon, I would like... hello. How are you? Hope you're doing well.
I'm fine.
I don't
How can I
really
help?
know if you can not... I mean, can you not be doing well there? Like, do you go through change?
Not really.
Gotcha. That kind of sucks. I suppose that's the whole sacrifice thing, isn't it? Yeah.
It is, and it's also just you sort of ever read a book and just kind of gotten lost track of time or something like that.
All the time.
That's kind of like what happens here. It's fine.
Well, I still think that you are very brave. And that is just so courageous. Spectacular. Really, to do that for, the world. Anyway, enough blowing smoke up your ass because you're a dragon. Can you tell me about the ethereal plane?
A little bit. I haven't really been.
I kind of have a
I have-
conceptual question,
Mhm.
and I don't know if this is something. I mean, you seem extremely intelligent, so it seems like something that maybe you can conceptualize, maybe even a bit better than I can. So, in the ethereal plane, your thoughts, your desires become reality, or your inner thoughts and reality becomes your outer reality. So when we were in the ethereal plane and Ballyhoo who has a connection similar to the one that you and I have with their orb and their dragon orb. They got to meet their dragon, and I'm thinking that while, yes, that is Ballyhoo's interpretation of the dragon, if Ballyhoo has a perfect telepathic link with their dragon, then theoretically, that would be their dragon in sort of the purest form, right? Am I crazy? Am I overthinking it? Or underthinking it?
I don't know that that is necessarily the case. We do have a telepathic link. That is true, and that is a very clever thought. But you cannot read my mind. And so...
Because it only really goes one way. So theoretically, if you were in the ethereal plane and your thoughts could become reality, then you could make a perfect replica of me.
I probably could, yes.
That is an interesting thought, probably for another day, when the world is not going to end. But I think that we could have some fun. I've always wanted a clone. Don't ask why.
I'm gonna say you do hear, like, maybe it's a sniff, maybe it's a snort. He doesn't have a nose, so you're not really sure, but you, like, hear a noise that maybe he's clearing his throat or something.
That's interesting, because you don't really have a throat, so you're kind of telepathically... So, are you giving me a telepathic, like, thought that my mind is interpreting as that? You know, I think maybe I should hold off on Coralyn's halfling leaf a little bit.
Lyric is tripping balls, everybody.
Welcome to Locke's mind.
The important thing, though, Lyric, if you all are going to the ethereal plane, is you want to stay on the border. Anything farther in is where it gets more complicated.
What do you mean?
The border, if you're actually physically going to the ethereal plane, the border is the part where dreams exist. And it's right, basically overlaps the material plane. So you would be able to see creatures on the material plane. Things on the material plane.
So
but as you go
if I use this spell that I've read about, this true sight spell, if I use that, I'm just really looking at the border of the ethereal plane.
I mean, I don't know
if that's the part that overlaps, right?
It overlaps, but once you're there, you can go to the rest of it, and you don't want to. And it overlaps with other planes as well.
Is that where the sea is? The inner part? Is that the... I don't know. I've heard... I heard about it not just a bit ago, and I don't really know what it is. Something about a sea in the ethereal plane.
The whole thing sort of feels like a sea. It almost feels like you're swimming. Gravity doesn't exist.
What's gravity?
It's the thing that holds you on the ground when you're not using wings or spells and other magical effects to fly.
Oh, it's like that thing that philosopher, what's his name? Isaac Newton?
Sure, I don't know. I don't really keep track of names.
He's that guy with he's that elf with the weird bushy hair.
I thought that was Alfred Einstein.
Oh, I think that's well. He's a human. He was from Caladimid.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
after your time. I understand you about that.
I'm a little out of touch.
Understandable.
And distance is very confusing in the ethereal plane too, because it just goes on forever.
Forever? Like a circle? Or like...
Just forever.
Okay. I don't know if that maybe makes more sense in your mind than it does in mine, you know what I mean? Because forever is kind of hard to...
That's what I mean. You want to stay closer to the material plane.
That makes sense. You get lost.
Mm-hmm. Also, the more exciting creatures tend to be away from the border and further in.
Okay. I'm not going to tell Locke about that then.
Creatures was a kind word.
Well...
Does he not care?
Locke's interpretation of creatures is a broad... Let's just say he's got quite an open mind.
Okay, well, if you do tell him, you could call them world-ending monsters.
Doesn't really feel like you're getting the picture here.
Oh. I see.
This is all very good information. Thank you for telling me this. I'll have to relay most of it.
Oh my goodness. I'm looking at a description of the ethereal plane. This is not what they mean. I wonder who came up with this name. It's probably before this word existed. Tweens are amorphous energy beings that affect the luck of those they attach themselves to. Tween. I'm guessing that was before we actually defined them as like 11 and 12-year-olds.
Or it just wasn't written by like a middle school teacher.
That word came from J.R. Tolkien, because he put that in Lord of the Rings. Tweens was like hobbits who were between like their younger and older years.
But which means it would have been around for longer, but obviously these people are not using it in the same sense. That's just very funny. Like 11 and 12-year-olds just
these mythical beings capable of
womp onto people.
Yeah.
Here, let me help.
Get out of my mind. Because literally she's like, oh, just tell him that they're world-ending, monstrosities. And I'm like, I don't think they're getting it. And then you're like, I don't think you're getting it. Get out of my mind.
That's awesome. All right. Wow. Okay. Cool. Anything else you wanted to talk to Thon about?
Nope, that's all good. I'll spend the rest of the day with Caspian.
Cool, you do, except for, of course,
chilling.
the Valley who comes to find you. That being said, before that happens, just because I've gotten to both of you, Corlin and Locke, did you guys want to do anything specific, or are you good? Tweens! Corlin, did you want to...
I don't know if there's anything specific, no.
Okay, that's fine. I was just checking if you wanted to role play anything. Locke, how about you?
No, I'm good.
Okay, Ballyhoo, go nuts. Have fun. I don't like that laugh.
That laugh was brought on by you saying go nuts as if I'm gonna do something devious.
Ballyhoo? No.
Lyric.
Ballyhoo.
So, you remember my demon?
You have many demons. Which one do you speak of?
As far as I know, I actually like the one. You know, the demon who wanted me to sign the paper.
Right. Yes, of course.
Yeah. I was thinking, if stuff that we want to be in the ethereal plane comes true, can't I just make the paper signed in the ethereal plane by, like, another me, or just have it be signed, just like, but I didn't sign it.
I suppose. I mean, you could do that, but I don't know that that necessarily would disqualify the legitimacy of the contract, because you are still making it, so you kind of are still signing it.
Yeah, I thought that might be the case. In which case, I wanted to talk to you about, you know, our plan.
Right.
So,
The,
how are we going to do that again? Because, like, I'm pretty sure I can write this guy's name with his paw, but you have to make sure that the demon doesn't see it.
Right. So we have to make sure that the demon does not see you actually do the signature. You do the signature of Xochipilli, right?
Yeah.
That was the plan? Yeah. And then I cast my spell to make the signature of Xochipilli appear as yours, but truly, it is still Xochipilli. But we have to make sure we can get all of this done, like, and the demon can't see. So, could you possibly talk to the demon about, like, you know, okay, can I have the contract? I want to look it over. You know, I have legal representation that wants to just peruse it, make sure everything is in order. We will sign it. We will get it back to you. Perhaps we could even find a notary.
Yeah. I think that will work.
Yeah, and then once we have the whole thing done, we call the demon back. We have the thing all done, all signed. It looks like you signed it, but truthfully, it says Xochipilli with the Xochipilli's paw, right? So that kind of counts, maybe.
I hope so, because otherwise I'm not going to get anything out of this. I
Well,
also hope that this, you know, shows that guy he's getting what he deserves for stealing my body. That is like the worst thing to ever happen to me.
so far.
I mean, I'm not going to let it happen again, so probably nothing's really going to trump that.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
I know now that I'm older than you. Also, I know now that when I die, I'm going to be a clown. So,
You're going to be a clown.
yeah, I told you guys about that.
Like
You
a
can
circus
totally be a
clown?
clown if you want.
So you're saying that your afterlife is going to be you as a clown?
I mean, yeah. It's like the
Or?
perfect.
Do you like worship a clown god?
No. Is there a clown god? Have you been
Probably.
hiding gods from me?
There probably is.
No, I made a friend. He was dead. He was a clown. And he told me when I died I could be a clown. I thought anyone could, really. Do you want to be one?
I actually don't think that when I die I can be a clown. I believe that my afterlife is pretty solidly written for me, if you are is any example.
No, man.
I think I'm probably going to be similar to a Yuaran.
Well, I'm sorry about that, but you know, I'll come visit you, and I'll tell you jokes.
Yeah, perhaps you could still paint my face, and you know, I could show up to whoever my lyric equivalent is, and I'll have like a shiny red nose. And
I could do that, but the guy, you know, my friend that I met, he didn't really have a face. It was more of a skull. It was funny when he moved around. He did like a clackety clack thing. It was really nice.
Ballyhoo, I'm just curious. What do you think a clown is?
It's like a person who tells great jokes. Does funny things.
Okay.
Why? Is that not what the clown is on this side?
You know, it's not dissimilar, but do you not have the circus?
Of course there is circuses, yes.
Do you have circus clowns specifically? You know, like the people with the face paint and in the clothing with all the colors and.
I think probably paint is less. Something I've noticed since I come over here, right, is that you guys have less color palettes when it comes to, you know, your faces and your hairs and things like that. People are more vibrant over there. You don't necessarily need paint to make something, you know, look really.
That's a good point. That's
vibrant.
A good point.
And yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I actually think I was going to propose taking you to the circus here, but I actually think it would probably be kind of a letdown compared to what you're used to.
Maybe, but then that means that we can make improvements.
Ballyhoo, maybe we should start a circus. Ballyhoo, do you want to start a circus with me?
How did we get here?
You have no idea how doable this is for me, Ballyhoo. We can do this. The moment we get back to Calic Dimmet, we are setting the wheels in motion.
We are, as far as I am concerned, we are already in a circus that begins now.
Yes.
It just needs a name.
We just need a name. Think of a name. Of course, it will be, you know, it'll underneath, perhaps at the beginning, like at the top, it could say like, you know, The Lady of Love presents, and then our circus name. Because it will probably be coming out of the coffers as well as using performers from The Lady of Love, right?
That is fine. People are also just going to love the name, you know, The Lady of Love, no matter where they are from. People from the Feywild would come just for that.
As we say back home in Calic Dimmet, bada bing, bada boom.
That's a great saying. I love that.
Please, I gift it to you to use.
So, regarding my plan, I was thinking we should do all that stuff in the ethereal plane. In case anything super bad happens, we can just like immediately leave.
You know, interestingly enough, I actually just got off the old horn with my my dragon friend, and I don't know if going to the ethereal plane is actually that good of an idea, believe it or not.
Okay.
Apparently, it goes on forever, like forever. Not like a circle, but like a line that goes forever and ever and ever.
That sounds awesome.
I know. And it's extremely, you know, easy to get lost. And the only part that we were in was just on the border. And if we go out of the border by any accident of, you know, anything, which could just be so easy with the way, you know, we could think it to maybe, and then all of a sudden we're lost forever.
Wow, that is an interesting concern, but also, you know, what they say, it is not about the destination, it is a journey. So being lost is not truly, you know, the worst case scenario. I mean, I'm pretty good at navigating my way around the woods and stuff.
You know what? You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Ballyhoo just kind of claps Lyric on the back, and we are going to be fine. We are like the saviors of the world, right? Remember, don't forget that you guys have like all this good destiny, and I'm going to tell jokes along the way. And I guess I'll be like, I'll beat some people up too. Because my friend asked me to do that. I said I would.
Who asked you to beat people up?
The clown.
The clown asked you to beat people up?
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Isn't that
That's a good clown.
That's what I'm talking about. This is what I mean. Like, why would I not want to be that clown like a clown when I'm dead? That sounds like the best. And I can tell people to beat people up. And they will do it, apparently, because I'm doing it.
Yeah. You just gotta find people like you.
I wonder, did he trick me? Oh, man, I'm so going to get that guy back when I see him in, like, 8,000 years or something.
8,000. You're gonna live another 8,000 years?
Some amount of time like that. I don't know. Maybe it was like 4,000. I don't remember half the time.
4,000 and 8,000 is very different.
Is it though?
I have no idea. I'm gonna live like maybe 80.
Oh, you have a lot to do.
Yeah, you're telling me.
We'll get some extra numbers.
That's why we gotta get started on this circus now, you know?
Yeah, if that comes to the circus, they'll totally love you and be like, you know what, you can have another 200 years or something like that.
Wait, somebody's gonna give me another 200 years?
Yeah, like if, whoever death is just shows up and it's like, this is a great circus.
Oh.
And if you're dead, the circus won't be
Death.
the same.
Why would Death show up? Who is Death? Wait, is the clown that you met Death?
Oh, maybe.
Are you sure that this was a clown?
I'm becoming less sure the more we talk about this.
Were they carrying a large scythe and wearing a long black robe with a hood?
It was more like... Megan reminded me, did he use any weapon?
He did not. He just told amazing jokes.
Uh-huh. He more like told jokes that could kill, and was dressed in like a jingly hat. But he was a skeleton guy who knew how to dance and asked me to punch people.
Maybe
I should have asked him if he was dead.
you should write all of this down, you know?
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I think other people would like to hear about this.
I don't have any writing implements.
Please, yeah. I will give Ballyhoo some writing implements.
Ballyhoo just takes them into their hair. Okay, I'm ready to leave.
Okay. Goodbye.
No, I mean like we're to the ethereal plane.
Oh. Okay. Maybe we should bring everybody with us, right?
Yeah, that's that. We're going to go get them now.
Okay, let's go.
Lock, Carl. You think they're banging it somewhere?
Most likely.
Hope they're having a good time.
Yep. Let's go disturb them.
You think they'll be like open to like a? No, they're too fresh. I'll ask them in a couple years.
Yeah, just give it time.
Yeah, like a decade.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Everybody gets bored after a while.
Yeah,
you know?
they'll be good. They'll be wanting some excitement.
Yeah.
You can do a bedroom concert.
Is that what they call them? Is that what they call it back home?
That's my number one move. That's my trademark. I came up with that.
Gotcha. Well, is there a DM? Is there a sock on the door handle?
God, don't ask me. I'm not rolling their characters. I would assume not, because every time they act very offended. offended.
No, this time there is no sock.
How dare you assume I'm being intimate with my love?
Hang on.
We're the most platonic of lovers.
It's like the door opens, you just see a rubber ball that Locke has been throwing for Jasper just bounces off the wall and smacks him in the face.
Oh, I'm not into ball play, but it's good to see that, you know.
Give me 1 second here. Oh, what's this? Oh, I don't like that. Sorry. This is what I'm looking for. I'm trying to add something on to the game. No. No. This? No. Sorry, guys. You know what? I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that we're not quite halfway through, but we'll do the ethereal realm. We're gonna take a break because I gotta figure this out. It will not take that long, but I want to make you guys sit around and wait for us. We'll take like a 10-minute break.
Okay. Take 10 minutes to figure out the ethereal plane.
Sadly, this is just me figuring out flipping Roll20. Have you seen though other DMs that you can do doors and windows now? That's super cool.
Doors and windows? What?
Yeah, like here, hang on. I'm gonna go back
Another
in.
mysterious door appears out in the ocean.
Yeah, it's going to.
Let's walk through it.
Here. You can unless it's locked, because I can flip and lock it. I'm putting on the token layer because you can. I'm sure you could do this on like on the lighting layer, but where are you guys? Let me make sure I'm on the right map. Here you are. Yeah, here's a door. Right here. I'm putting it next to the ship just so it's easy to find.
Where's the ship? Oh, there it is.
Middle.
Here's a window.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, so you can open it. Yeah. But watch this. Hang on. Now try and open it.
Ooh.
You can't because it's locked.
It's cheating.
Yeah, I unlocked it.
Do these interact with lighting?
Yeah, I'm just putting them there so you guys can see them.
That's
I'm
awesome.
just very excited they exist. Yeah. I would imagine so. I'll have to do that on a map where we have that. But I'm very excited about these. I feel like that's what would be the point of them if you just had to put like, because one of the options for door is secret door, but if I do that, you guys can still see it, right? Because it's on the token layer.
The door disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, then maybe you put them on the token layer. That's
don't know.
amazing. So my answer is I don't know. Probably not, because it seems like it's designed to be interacted with. So maybe you put them on the
Yeah.
token layer.
Yeah, I would think so.
That's amazing. Yeah, I noticed it and I haven't had time to mess with it. I'm gonna delete them now, but I'm very excited about these existing. I don't know if I'll get around to use them or not. All right, 10-minute break.
Haro has woken up and she's decided she wants violence.
She's chosen.
She has. I've got new puncture holes every day.
Oh no, puppy teeth are flipping
What's in your mouth?
sharp.
Yeah. Hers are sharp. She cut open my nose again last night.
Oh no.
Yeah. Come here, little shit.
Here it is. I found it.
Here.
Where is it? This one. Okay.
Go fishing for piranhas.
Ah, so you're playing Animal Crossing.
Yes. Oh,
I
not
just like
getting
how
a
she's like a
bite.
bunch of different instruments, or not instruments. Why I say instruments? Because I'm a musician. But a bunch of different animals.
She's a piranha. She's a snapping turtle. She's a goat because she fucking. Why are you crying? What happened?
No, bee.
Crying? Hey, come here, baby. What happened? Why are you crying? Don't be a shithead. Come here. Don't be a shithead. Let me see. That's on your paws? No? Don't bite me, you asshole. Okay, I don't see anything in your paws. There's nothing on your teeth. But yeah, if she can find something on the floor, she'll find it and she'll try to eat it. I've taken
That's awesome.
Q-tip from her today. I've taken a water bottle cap. She had like one of those little plastic hanger pieces they put on like socks. The hook thing.
Ugh, well, that's less cute.
Yeah. Oh, lots of toilet paper. She just finds toilet paper all over the place. Cotton. Just everything. She's a chunky. She eats her food and then she tries to steal the big's food too. Even though I'm feeding her more than I'm supposed to. Just
What is
so-
her breed again? I mean, she's part some kind of like.
She's a Staffy.
Staffordshire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I met her parents and they were really tiny. Like 50 pounds tiny.
Oh. Is she
Yeah.
looking like she's gonna be bigger? She doesn't have huge paws.
No, she's gonna be tiny. Because I mean she's almost 3 months now.
So she's close to full grown, right?
Oh no. She's still little. She's got a ways to go. But she's not gonna be big.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's like 10 pounds right now.
Okay. So she's like, okay, a fourth of the way there. Let's see.
Yeah, they're not biting. Oh, I got a bite. I got a bite. Ah. Oh, it's gonna snap my pole. Gonna go broke buying fishing poles. Yeah.
Let's see this. Here we go.
Let go. Let
Oh
go.
goodness. I like that you guys are playing hopping.
Do you actually like it, or are you just seeing that?
Well, it's just I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'll be perfectly honest. Like I prepared, but like how much can you prepare? Like prepare for a place where you can go anywhere and do anything. Okay.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, none of us have any idea what we're doing.
I was just gonna say.
Sounds about
Like,
right.
I don't mind trying it. We'll just, it is what it is. We'll see what. Ooh, these are fun. Yeah.
I mean, the thing is,
Yeah.
like, the plane is whatever you want it to be because it's your plane. It's your
That is
ethereal
fair.
plane. It's not the ethereal plane. It's your ethereal plane.
There better
The
be no
concept-
goddamn snakes on this goddamn ethereal plane.
Shit, do I have to leave them behind? I have a
Yeah.
snake.
Yeah.
Actually, a flying snake.
Yeah, I
which
was gonna say, a flying
brings snakes on a plane to a whole new level.
Good times.
Horrendous.
Guys,
But like, literally, what have you been collecting these animals for, Locke, other than a freaking circus?
I mean, he
Human
was doing
circus.
it for like a zoo, like animal habitat type thing. But yeah,
It could be like it's like a traveling habitat.
yeah. But yeah, if Locke survives all this and has a post game story, the idea would be that he would try and gain a bunch of land and like open a animal habitat where you could go on guided tours and see different wildlife that normally would be too dangerous to go and see, and
If
bring
Locke
awareness.
A
survives-
bunch of land.
If Locke
If-
survives, it's a goddamn miracle.
If Locke survives this, Locke is going to be powerful enough to create a demiplane to do this on himself and just like have a door and invite people in to
Fair.
come to. Yeah.
I mean, he would have to have someone build it for him, but yeah.
I think if Locke survives, that'll be
Yeah, that could
well
be
within capabilities.
because the highest level spell slots that he gets access to is 6.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, but we've got so much money. You know how much
Yeah.
land you could buy? You could buy like a whole island.
That's, dude. Oh my gosh, Jurassic Park.
yeah,
Ba-na-na-na-na.
yep. Locke is officially gonna open up Jurassic Park.
You are gonna be the old guy from Jurassic Park.
Uh huh. Yep.
The one where everyone's like, he's so smart. Why is he doing something so stupid?
Why can't you
You're
be
just like,
Jeff
I have no idea
Goldblum?
what you're talking about.
Locke is the smartest idiot there will ever be. Yep. Yep. Definitely one of those so smart that he only thought about what he could do, not what he should do.
Hubris. Ah, hubris.
Yeah.
Like realistically, if you brought back only like, the non-meat eating dinosaurs, that would be okay. 'Cause
I
what
mean,
are they
it
gonna
would
do?
wreck the habitat.
They'd still be able to cause tremendous property damage.
I don't. No.
Says Ballyhoo. All right, we're all done in 10 minutes.
I was gonna say I can do that without the
seeker of
animals.
all reason and
Right.
ability.
You guys,
Ballyhoo
I don't
definitely
think
seems
we
like the
should
kind of
do
person-
this.
Ballyhoo definitely
I
seems like
say
the kind of
no to
person that believes in property.
Do as I say, not as I do.
and economics.
Right. It'd be funny if just all of a sudden Ballyhoo just busts out like, "Well, the macroeconomics of this situation really," just like this whole spiel.
You guys,
Maybe you should change your college major from psychology to macroeconomics.
Well, I was thinking genuinely of putting economics just because Ballyhoo wouldn't care what their talented major is, so they major in something ridiculously just random because
Philosophy. Ballyhoo's a philosophy.
for the hell of
Yeah.
I can see them doing
Ballyhoo.
philosophy. Psychology is because I thought about, well, they would want to know how to better gaslight people.
Like
God.
philosophy, imagine how maddening it would be to have Ballyhoo as a philosophy student. That would be horrific. It's just like because Ballyhoo could debate anything, and it's not like they would win, but
They
like
wouldn't
you'd
lose.
get to the end of the conversation going, how did I lose a conversation where I know I'm right?
Ballyhoo should major in law. Ballyhoo the lawyer.
That would
Except
be
for Ballyhoo would
hard.
be, yeah, Ballyhoo would be. You
No,
never know
no.
if Ballyhoo would be on your side or not. Like
Walk
you
the
just
teacher.
get.
You've got Talar, the prosecution, and Ballyhoo, the defense.
Yeah, but sometimes Ballyhoo will just show up. Yeah, Your Honor, I know that my client murdered 5 people,
But. Oh wait, no but.
but.
Did you consider that they were sucky? Did you think about that at all? Did you? You did not.
They were really harshing the vibe.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello. Let's go. It's ethereal plane time.
Hey,
Yeah.
go. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. Maybe I don't know how. This is very funny to me. I don't know what any of this is. Okay. Off we go. Da, 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 da. All right. I mean, so the day passes. I'm gonna make it. What time are you guys? I mean, what time are you guys planning on leaving?
Ballyhoo?
The morning. I think we'd want a full, fresh day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sounds good.
that's my fault. Okay, so you guys are on the next day then. I was thinking you were going at night just because it's the ethereal plane. That's me. But we'll go to the next day. It's now Curel. It's nobody's birthday yet. We're getting there, Ballyhoo. 2 days more.
Wait, Kirill. I'm Kirill.
No, they're not spelled the same.
But maybe that's like it actually kind of it's like it's serendipitous. It kind of like because people are named like June
That's fair.
or May, but it's spelled
Wednesday
differently.
or Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do I do?
I'm searching for all this ethereal plane music, and the thing that popped up is LSD thought loops. I think I'm in the right area. All right, let me move somewhere else.
Doesn't do what I want it to. That's fine. It is what it is. Oh, maybe? Yeah. No. Nope. Nope. Not a clue. Well. Oh. Here. Okay. Good. Okay. I found what I'm looking for. I still have found.
I thought I found a whole album of Ethereal Plane music on Bandcamp. Turns out, or SoundCloud, it's just an artist who calls themselves Ethereal Plane, and it's dance music. And I clicked play, and it's just like.
You know what? I mean, I feel like that's pretty accurate.
I mean, I'm not. I'm okay. I'm down. The Ethereal Plane of
All
dance.
Distorted bass. All right.
I mean, to be fair, Lyric's the one going, so I feel like music would not, necessarily not be there.
I was gonna say, Lyric is casting this spell, and you guys feel like the music resonating in your butthole.
You don't really hear the bass, but you feel it in your chest. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's one of those things where you feel like, can I breathe? Maybe I can breathe. I guess so. Yes. How do you? I mean, take your time, I suppose. How do you cast the spell, though, Lyric? Like, what do you do to cast the spell?
Trying to find some decent music for Ethereal Plane. It's not.
Okay, do that first. Take your time.
None of it's working for me. We'll try this one maybe. Oh, this one might work. Astral Sea is close enough.
Yeah, I found that when I was looking for, I was like, ethereal plane information. They were like, astral plane. I was like, that's nope. They're not. Nope. But I bet that like the vibe would be different or similar looks wise. But that's yeah. Like every time I was like, ethereal plane lore. They're like, let me tell you about the astral plane. I'm like, okay, Clippy, you're broken. Yeah.
That's definitely not very. Ooh. That's just a bunch of wind chimes. No thanks. I don't know. I don't hate what we got right now. It's doing all right.
Fine.
Okay. So let's see. What spell am I casting again? Plane shift, I guess?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
Well, we're shifting planes, right?
Oh, we're shifting blades, right?
I'll cut you.
Guys, it's been a while, but I've missed this. I like this.
Let me go to my magical secrets and add that for today as well. But for right now, I'll describe it so we can get going. Just look up the spell. Okay, everybody has to link hands in a circle. And then I'm just gonna go. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that. That's. I was gonna say, everybody, repeat after me. Kumbaya. Where's Kumbaya? No, I will. Yeah, everybody links hands, and then I'll just say, everybody close your eyes, and just picture. Everybody close your eyes and just picture the ethereal plane as you all saw it. I don't know if it'll help, but maybe. And then I will do the same, and then I will begin singing, but as the singing begins, everybody hears like other voices kind of, of my own voice, but other, harmonies shifting in and out. And it's not just like, the third and the fifth. It's like, sometimes you get a little jazzy with it or something. And that's what I do. And then you can I don't know if you want to take it from there as far as the actual teleportation part.
Sure. As Lyric is singing,
I think like all the other sound in the room maybe it's like sucked out. Like you can't hear the ocean anymore.
You hear the ocean around you. You hear the sailors going about their day doing their various tasks. You hear the sound of the ship itself kind of creaking, and just the sound of ropes pulling taut, and like pulleys clanking together in the wind. And then it starts to feel like occasionally the sound gets muffled, as though you're like dipping your head underwater. It feels a little bit like that. Where are you casting this? Like, where on the ship? Are you in Kirian's quarters?
Kirian's quarters.
Okay. And it's kind of fading in and out, almost like your headphones are dying a little bit and then they come back, and then they lose it for a second and then they come back. Is everybody doing what they're supposed to and like keeping their eyes closed, or are you guys peeking?
Are we supposed to keep our eyes closed?
Did you say that or no? They're just holding hands and singing.
I asked them to keep their eyes closed and picture the ethereal plane because I thought maybe it might help, but that's just Lyric being Lyric. It doesn't say that in the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what Ballyhoo would do, even though they would really want to peek. Maybe they open one eye at a certain point, just kind of take a quick peek, but besides
all of you gets teleported except for that eye.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This is pretty
I was
cool.
gonna say, I do the same
somewhere
thing.
that is on fire.
I'm gonna say Ballyhoo, you roll a D100.
I don't know if any of you grew up religious, but this is like when you're at like Christmas or Thanksgiving and like it's time for prayer and you're like a little kid and like you and all your little cousins are like, everybody has their eyes closed and you're like peeking around.
35. So you peek for a second and there's like, you see a fish kind of swirl in front of you and then it's gone, but almost like it just dove behind something. Close your eye again, continue to imagine what you guys think the ethereal plane looks like. I'm starting with Coralyn again this time. What does Coralyn think the ethereal plane looks like? If she's supposed to picture the ethereal plane, what is she picturing?
Well, weren't we kind of like in it when we were like not too long ago?
You were.
Yeah. So I don't know. She'll picture the forest because she remembers that that's where she was at. So pictures that. Maybe it's all like purple or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. And Ballyhoo, what does Ballyhoo think the ethereal plane is?
I mean, they were there. The Ballyhoo thinks the ethereal plane is a cool place where they can ride with their pink dragon friend.
Okay.
And that's what they're picturing. It's just like dope fucking fields to ride a dragon over.
Okay. And Locke what is Locke picturing?
He actually pictures the Lady of Love because that's the good part of the ethereal plane that he visited. The rest of it was ruins and collapsing buildings. So
Okay.
He imagines himself back in the Lady of Love in the ethereal plane that he visited. That's what he thinks of. Yeah.
Um. And what is Lyric thinking of?
Yeah, I think Lyric is just thinking of when they were all in their dreams, but like when they had all reconvened back together. I guess, yeah, it was like at the Lady of Love. The dream Lady of Love.
Okay. Uh,
Call it the Lady of Dreams.
hmm. That's all right. Hang on. This is not doing anything. That's hilarious. All right. You guys wake up. Or not wake up. You guys
Grab your
eventually
brush, put on a little makeup.
Yeah.
Add the scars to fade away the shakeup.
No, but you guys this eventually come to a point where like it almost sounds like you're inside of a bag. Hang on. And like a vacuum seal bag, and there's just this kind of like sound. And and then it just stays muted. Like you can still hear people doing things. You can still hear the ship noises. You can still hear the sound of people's voices. It just everything is muted. But Lyric, you feel like a shift in your gut. Like you feel as though like something has taken hold. And the rest of you do feel gosh, I would say all of you are perceptive enough to kind of recognize that like the air has changed. You don't smell sea salt. The breeze that was blowing before is gone. So you're not sure what's going on, but you feel like a shift, a change.
Like a not teleport?
I don't know. I mean, you can open your eyes.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Open my eyes.
You are sitting on the floor in Kieran's room. Kieran's room, it's almost like you're looking at it through like a frosted window, like a lightly frosted window. And kind of poking up out of the surface that you're sitting on around you are small purple trees that are slowly starting to reach up and stretch their branches out. As these kind of cotton candy clouds spiral around off in the distance. And you see a little ways away through this new forest a rich red velvet curtain kind of sweep open, caught by one of the branches, as the stage presents itself off in the distance.
Guys, you can open your eyes. I think we made it.
Whoa.
All right. Now, everybody stay where you are. Don't move a muscle.
If we can't move, then what was the point of coming here?
Yeah, like I was gonna say the exact same thing.
No, I'm just saying, hang on a second.
Oh, well, you didn't say hang on a second.
I said it in other words.
Yeah.
Way different words, almost like you didn't say that.
Thank you.
I am going to cast, or I guess just use, or no, I guess, I don't know if it's cast or use, I don't remember exactly how I got it, but I got it from the dragon, Rary's telepathic bond between all of us. So we can communicate telepathically over any distance. For 1 hour.
Neat.
But does time work weird here?
I'll say in Gorlin's head, I don't know.
Okay.
I'll say, I think theoretically I didn't necessarily cast the spell or use it, but, you know, just to be safe. Now, everybody needs to know we need to stay together, all of us, at all times, and we cannot leave the border of the ethereal plane, which means anywhere that overlaps our own plane.
Okay, but what is the border?
Yeah.
Is it a wall?
It's a situation of let's stay right here, not move not really move around outside of each other's sight, do what we got to do, and then go back.
We didn't come here for like business.
We did come here for business, didn't we, Ballyhoo?
Well, okay, yeah, partially, but not really. I mean, I mostly came here to hang out with Fluffer and Nutter. But no, yeah, we can take care of that first.
Yeah, we should probably just go ahead and take care of that. Wait, maybe it's a bad idea to ask the demon to come to the ethereal plane.
Is it? He was here once before.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, yeah. Okay. All right, do your thing. Get the contract. I'm just gonna stand here, like, to your side and one step behind and have my hands crossed in front of me and look all official.
Carl and Locke, I'm going to tell you what's going on just in case you need to kill a demon or something. Okay. Well, basically, there you go. You might have to kill a demon.
Why?
Oh, we were here because you wanted to see your dragon.
Yes, that is what we want to do. But also, this is a dual-purpose trip. You know, we're trying to be practical.
So what I'm hearing is, don't go walking over there.
Not yet. We're definitely not going to just stand here this whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to summon a guy, and he's going to have me sign a really cool piece of paper, and then he'll be my friend forever. But in case that doesn't go exactly as I've just described, you know, be ready to run or something. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Hey!
Forgot that was his name.
I just man. You guys here, high or low? Let's start with that.
Hi.
All right. Where are we at? We're up here. Well, first of all, I'm gonna shift you guys. This is not what it looks like for sure. Have some stuff for y'all. Let me oh yeah. Make my life a little bit easier. Yeah. There you go. Like in the distance, I will say, like just so we're clear, you guys see this like gray kind of shifting. It's almost like being inside a lava lamp. So anything that occurs to you when you see the scene as you open your eyes, you see shifts in this cloud-like substance that almost looks like quicksilver. You are floating. I'll come back to this. I'm just making sure that I give you guys ideas for how like what's going on. You're floating. You guys have a fly speed. It is half of your walking speed. Unless you have a flying speed or a swimming speed. In which case you would just have your normal speed. But you can travel in any direction, and even the ground that you were sitting on, like you can stick your hand down through the captain's quarters. It's not solid. It's just you were sitting, so you kind of are sitting. Yeah. It's just constantly shifting. And you do see off in the distance some kind of weird like flying fish thing. That's just maybe was the one that Ballyhoo had seen when they opened their eyes for just a second. And all right. Just so that I have just so I have you also notice that I guess it's morning you would have eaten. You don't feel like you would need to eat here. Yeah. So that is it. The other thing is there's a weird kind of translucent curtain that kind of shimmers and shifts in front of your vision. It's not like you can't see like a physical curtain, but when you look towards anything specific on the material plane, there's like a weird kind of curtain fluctuating something. And it is colored, I'm gonna say like almost like a grayish bluish green. And you can still, like I said, you can still hear what's going on the ship. So now, high or low, Ballyhoo?
Hi.
Okay, sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure that I had. Okay. You guys hear like a very faint muted popping sound. And you see a little imp through this curtain, like in Kirian's captain quarters, that kind of like looks around, scratches his head. And like looks frustrated. And he goes, where are you? This is stupid. I don't want to play hide and seek. What's going on?
I'm over here. Can you not see us? Can you not hear my voice?
Where is this?
What is going on? Calm down.
And they start like peeking under pillows and kind of looking around and going, "Where are you?"
This did not happen last time. You are not confused. What is going on with you? Come to my voice.
They're on the material plane.
Oh, wait. But last time I summoned them, they came here.
No, last time you went to the Nine Hells.
And then I went and found my friends on the ethereal plane, and I brought them with me.
I mean, they were going with you, but they came with you through this, like, the crack in reality.
I see.
You see him kind of, like, get frustrated, and think for a little bit. And then he, like, takes out, you know, like, a little something out of a pouch and, like, throws a pinch of something and mutters and like pops away, sort of, but then you hear a less muted, it's still weirdly muted, another pop, and he kind of appears behind you, but it seems like the sounds here are also muted, less muted, but still muted. Like it feels like it kind of deadened. The acoustics here are very soft. And he goes, "So what, do you guys like, do you live here now or something?"
Oh, neat. You can like, you're good now? You can like tell that we are here?
I mean, I'm in the same plane as you.
Oh, how did you do that?
You can get to the ethereal plane from other planes.
Well, yeah. I mean, but it was just wondering how you did it.
That's none of your business.
Okay. Well, you know.
I'm a powerful being.
I'm sure you are. You've
very
met my
muscles.
You have met my other friends before, right? And I kind of gestured to everybody.
Yeah.
I nod.
Block waves.
Did Lyric say no?
No, I said I nod.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I had to turn.
No.
Because I wasn't sure if they had actually met.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so like I said, last time I promised you that the next time we hung out, I would be ready to sign your paper, and I am.
Okay.
Sort of.
Give it over here, though. I have a friend who wants to help me look it over one last time. We're pretty sure we want to sign it, but you're gonna have to give it over.
What do you mean, sort of? And he kind of looks over.
Well, as you can imagine, my dear friend. By the way, my name is Lyric. I know we met before, but I just wanted to introduce myself again for your convenience. We just wanted to peruse the contract one last time. I wanted to look it over as Ballyhoo's legal representative. Just ensure that all bylines and everything are all on the up and up, and we are good to go and sign. So if you wouldn't mind, we could do that.
As you guys are talking, not in a dangerous way, but you notice it gets slightly warmer. As the surface underneath you kind of crackles and turns into like stone with kind of magma peeking through cracks in the stone. And hey, maybe gets a little bit bigger and a little more muscly looking. You can tell that his thoughts are also affecting the world around you. And he walks closer to you, like walks up to you to hand over the paper. But as he does, he like each step he gets a little bigger, and he's like, yeah, okay, sure. But it's like kind of a cartoonish version of like it's his imagination. So it's like
He's like a Betty Boop that like rubber hose devil.
Yeah, I mean he like drew himself as a superhero. Like it's that version of like he's not like doing it to be intimidating. This is just like what's in his head.
He just gets to live his fantasy.
Yeah. So he kind of walks up and like basically starts to look like a Balgura, but he still has his own tiny little voice. And it's not quite as big as a Balgura should be. Not that necessarily anybody would know that specifically, but it's like the right shape, and it's, he's almost got it. He's doing his best. He kind of reaches into a little bag he has at his side and pulls out a contract.
Whoa, did you get the promotion? You look really, jacked. Like, have you been working off lately?
No, shut up. And he kind of like bats it away and turns back to himself and hands you the paper.
What? It was okay. Like, you looked good.
Look, do you gotta sign this or not? Read it and sign it.
I'm going to. Why don't you just take a moment, chill out, just think about being like yourself for a second. Just take a moment here. Do this with me, okay? Close your eyes. I'm serious. I'm going to take care of this. I want you to do something for me while I'm taking care of this. Just help me out here. Close your eyes and just take a few deep breaths. You seem stressed.
He closes his eyes and just goes like kind of huffs and opens his eyes again with his arms.
That's not how you're supposed to do that. Come on. I'm trying to be nice. I'm going to sign this paper. Just be on the level with me for just a second here. We're all friends here. We don't need to be upset at each other. Just close your eyes.
That's just how I am. It's fine.
Oh, well, I'll fix that. Don't worry. We're going to. Come on. Deep breath. Eyes closed. Deep breath.
No, I gotta watch you sign the contract.
Okay. No. Here's the thing. I need to know that you're
fine.
I'm going to, but I need to know that you're chill, okay? Every time I have met you, I've been nice, introduced you to my friends, been like, yeah, I'm going to send the paper, and you just brush it all off like it doesn't even matter to you.
This is how I am. It's what I am. I feel like you're being awfully judgy.
I am. That is how I am.
Checkmate.
Just kind of staring him down. Like my hands on my hips, just like.
He blinks. Yeah, he's just hanging out. So you guys
He handed over the contract, right?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, I'm going to begin to look at the contract. Is it written in? What's it written in?
It's written in Infernal.
Okay. Yes. You see, this is part of the issue here. We, or at least I, as the legal representative, unfortunately, do not read infernal. So
you read out loud.
Sorry.
Nothing. Never mind.
Yes, I don't read infernal. So I was thinking, perhaps we take this with us. I give it a quick translation. We give it a once over.
Okay.
We sign it.
I got other versions here. I can give you one in common.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's good to see you are prepared, and that is always a good sign when you want to make a contract with somebody.
So he kind of holds his hand up for the other contract.
Okay. Yes. Oh, I see. Interesting. If you don't mind, we're going to take this with us, and I'm just going to go over some of my legal textbooks.
No, I mean, we got to do this here. I mean,
with us, and then we'll meet
another time,
later.
I suppose. No, I got to.
We're good to sign it here. You just
No,
chill.
that's the rules.
I know. We're going to do that. We're going to sign it here. We're not going anywhere right now. It's fine, Lyric. Just I want you to just chill out for a second. You just. Have you had anything to eat today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
And what about the drink? You had tea?
I'm good.
Wine?
Carlin, can you like dream up our friend like a little tea set? Like give him the works. Like bring him. Can you just bring out some things like a selection for him to let him take his time? We're going to look over this contract, and Ballyhoo will turn their back to him and just kind of.
I will also turn my back, and I'll just be like, pretending like I'm looking over the paper.
Cora's good. I guess try to like. She's gonna close her eyes and like put her fingers to her like temples and like try to quote unquote dream up like a whole bunch of different like tea leaves and stuff and a cute teapot. Big old teapot. Huge. Like you could bathe in it. And then a little teapot.
I mean, this is fine. I'm not hungry.
This isn't food.
I'm not thirsty.
Do you want different types of leaves? You want like that kind?
Need anything?
Oh.
While that's going on, I'm going to take the rear right paw of Xochipilli and just extend one little claw of it like a pen, and take the ink that I'm assuming Lyric gave me with the writing utensils earlier, and dip the claw into the ink, and kind of just look over at Lyric one time just to make sure he's ready.
Let's go.
All right, I'm going to write Xochipilli's name. By the way, now that this contract's in common, what does it say?
What would Ballyhoo have asked for? Because it's basically Ballyhoo wanted to have Hay like work for him, correct?
Yeah, like work more like they wanted him to be like a friend, just to like hang out, to come around. He said he'd do that if they signed the contract. So that's what they're into, you know.
All right. So the first, I mean, like I got this. So this is a legally binding declaration of service between and then there's a name written in Infernal. I mean, he would have told you that's his name. But he signed his name. of the Nine Hells. And the section 1 is an acknowledgement of the document. It is hereby agreed upon by all involved signatories. I can copy and paste this if you want. It's long.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I this is stupid, but I back in my Twitter roleplay days, I roleplay it as a person who basically created legal documents that would give people power ups, contracts like this. So
Okay.
I'm all into it.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm gonna copy it. Like, I'm gonna copy and paste like section by section, basically. And I will put like X's instead of his name because I'm not writing stuff in Infernal. Where is it? Where's the lore channel? Lore. I've lost it.
In Oxford,
No,
J.R.R. Tolkien is rolling in his grave. You're not gonna try to actually write an Infernal? Make it up then.
Where is it? Lore. Man, guys, what is it under? General, out of character, in character. It should be here. I've lost everything.
What are you looking for?
Don't we have like a notes or a lore?
Lore is
It's
under
in-
notes.
Okay, that's why. Okay. I was looking for the wrong thing. Here, okay. Okay, thank you. Gracias. All right. This is the first one. Which is all right. This is literally just the first part. If it won't let copy, it says section 1 acknowledgement of document, and then this. So that's the first part.
Ah, yes, this seems pretty boilerplate.
Where did you put it?
It's
Under
in
lore.
or under notes in lore. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Lyric's just trying to use all of the legal terms he knows.
He knows. All right. This next part right here, this would be section 2. And this is the one that Hay would have signed. I'm just putting, like, I'm not like writing it Infernal, but there's the second section. That is entitled, oh, this is 2A, Acknowledgement of Parties, Section 2, The Promisor, and that's Hay. He assigned his name there. The Section 2B would be for Ballyhoo, The Promisee. It's blank because you have not signed it yet, but this is where Ballyhoo would sign. Section 3 is acknowledgement of pacts. 3A, defining the pact. So this is, yeah, defining what a pact is. That's this section. 3A. This is real long. 3B, duties of the promise. The first pact. The only pact. I think you guys only just have the one, so I don't need this the whole thing. Well, I guess A and B would be. This would be another thing that Ballyhoo would need to sign. Saying that the promisee, that's you, agrees to, upon signing this document and moving forward in perpetuity, give claim and ownership up of their immortal soul to the promiser, with which the promiser may do as they see fit. I mean, there's more, but that's this. This is Ballyhoo is agreeing to this. 3B is what Hay is agreeing. Hay has already signed it. Where are you? I'm sorry, guys. This is a thing, apparently.
I love that. I'm sorry to other players if this is that interesting to you.
No, this is. I love.
This is D&D.
I love that the contract is really legit.
It's real. Yeah, it's so. I've had to like write up NDAs for like menagerie stuff for like game making and things like that. This is more detailed than that.
I love all the hereby referred to as.
Mm-hmm. If you guys are reading this the same way I am, right? Could Ballyhoo not put their name on the name side below, hereby referred to as the promisee, and or any other authorized adjudicated executor or other such employed person not to which the proper signatory has been bestowed is bound by the court to hold their
Oh, I'm sorry, Rissa.
What happened?
She's not feeling good.
Oh, is she going?
Well, she's going to go away for a moment.
Okay.
Hope she's allergic to legal jargon.
While they're reading this, Locke is walking into the abyss. No, not really. He was told.
Lyric feels the leash he's tied around Locke pull taut. See, I told you guys I was gonna need a rope.
But you didn't get it.
I knew it. I knew I was gonna need a rope.
So for sure, we're writing Xochipilli under the perpetuity to the immortal soul thing, but apparently he won't be able to telepathically communicate with me. Found a breach of the promise. He also use it to like. Oh no, it's just it's a thing of consent. Ballyhoo also consents. So if he does that, it's not a problem. He'll be able to. This is just a. I think Ballyhoo could sign their name under the first one, sign Xochipilli on the second line, depending on whatever comes up next.
So this next section is signed by Hay. And he would have said that is negotiable. if like you wanted to hang out less often, I think he would say he's not interested in more than once a week. He's got other stuff he's got to do. But
If you
This
were
is-
busy.
This is messed up, man. I feel like, if I were being mean, I would say like, oh, you would be like my servant or whatever. I don't want to do that. What the? Okay. Maybe at the moment you're not interested in hanging out more than once a week. I get that. You have other things to do. You have more interesting friends.
I
You're
got
going
a
to change your mind.
job.
You have a job? What is your job?
I guard cages. That's where we met.
Oh yeah. How is that? Oh, we'll catch up.
We'll have plenty of time to catch up.
Uh,
So, Lyric, do you think that's a good idea, or if Locke also is reading this for anybody else?
I mean,
Should Ballyhoo sign Xochipila's name on both lines, or just on the soul forfeiture of soul line and sign their name on the first line? Because all that's saying is like you're promising to uphold any and all pacts,
all
but they
right.
won't be beholden to pact.
Here, this is section 4. This is probably important because it's acknowledgement of breach of contract.
Okay.
as I say, do you want Carr's opinion? Because Locke's not reading. He's leaning. in
Oh
the tree,
yeah,
hanging out with
give me Carr's opinion.
Corlin.
So here's the different. There's multiple things here. Here's the first bullet point.
I mean, as long as Xochipilli
problem
is the promisee, yeah, there's no problem there. But you know what that does do is that does link the promisee with the immortal soul being
Because there could be.
Given
So if
to
I
the
put my name on
promisor.
the promisee, I'm also the promisee.
yeah, so you should definitely put Xochipilli under
Yeah, I
that.
was gonna say,
Mm.
definitely, if you're really gonna do this, don't put your name anywhere on this.
Yeah.
I'm really gonna do this, but
Oh, this is happening.
No, yeah.
just understand that Ballyhoo is such a person that is like always going to push whatever limits of a thing that they can to the most extremes, that they wouldn't be scared of putting their name anywhere on this contract if it meant getting one over on Xochipilli and also maybe on this imp.
I will say that I don't know if Ballyhoo would know this or not, but technically, from the way it's just because you're using someone else's name, you are still the person signing. So there is the risk that by actually writing any name down, it's your soul that's being connected to.
It says the name side below, hereby referred to as the promisee.
Yeah, I don't.
It doesn't say the signatory.
I mean, that's a technicality, and you're dealing with devils.
Yeah, technicalities. They're lawful. This is all technicality. that's the
Yeah,
point
but
of this. Is
devils
this the whole
tend-
contract, Megan?
I'm making sure
Okay.
that I'm no, because there's parts about if he breaks the contract as
Oh,
well.
okay.
I'm
Neat.
making sure that I have everything I need.
Yeah.
I mean,
if they would expect this contract to be
I get that
fulfilled to
there
the
is the
letter.
technicality, but you're also dealing with devils. So,
Devils who took the
are
time.
lawful.
Yeah.
Devils
They're
are lawful. They
lawful.
have to. They cannot lie.
They
Like,
took the time to write this contract.
yeah.
I don't think that they're gonna. Oh, sure, it says name signed below, but we really meant signatory. I don't think that they can pull out.
I mean, the technicalities, I have a feeling, would always be in their favor. Now, Am I the right person to say don't do it or this is a bad idea? Absolutely not.
I think
Because
absolutely you are. I think anyone can weigh in and be like, "Hey,
no,
this is a terrible idea." I don't think this is an amazing idea, but I think this is exactly what Ballyhoo wants, and I'm glad Megan has allowed this to take place.
I'm just saying,
I don't know
I'm
exactly
not the
how it's
person to
gonna
say
unfold.
not to do it because I know if the roles were reversed, this would already have been signed with Locke's name. No one else would have known it happened. It would just have happened already. And the only thing, as Kara would warn, that maybe Ballyhoo would worry about is if signing it doesn't go their way through the technicalities that they think they're finding, their ability to become a clown after death is in jeopardy.
Potentially, but who's to say that they couldn't become a clown in the court of Vitor?
I mean,
then again, that seems like it'd be a pretty dead crowd. Ballyhoo would hate that.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think that that's Ballyhoo's crowd.
Yeah. That would be a true hell.
Yeah.
No one ever laughs at their jokes.
Yeah. So I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm also not saying to do it.
No, they're gonna do it. They're probably just gonna have to put their name on both. That was a good catch, by the way. They're gonna put their name on both Xochipile's name on both the lines.
Yeah. Because I worry that if you put your name on any part of it, that your soul will be linked.
I love this. The omission of the act of hanging out.
No, what I love about all this is how wrapped up all of us are in it.
It's perfect. This is what Gary Gygax intended.
I'm sure. This is acknowledgement of payment in breach of contract.
And this is what all the parents in the 90s were afraid of.
This is if a 90s to 80s mom walked in on their kids playing D&D and they're going over the legal contracts of signing a pact with the devil.
That's it. That's everything.
I think they burned the house down.
So the last one is breach of payment.
At any point after ending. Oh my.
Man, Michael's gonna look at the stuff that he missed. He's gonna see pictures of the ethereal plane and an infernal contract.
And talk about us, what acts we would be in the circus.
Yeah. I realized that I put 3 X's after the second time that he signed and 4 after the first time. The signatures are identical. That's not me trying to be sneaky. That's me forgetting how many X's.
Oh no, yeah, I didn't think it would be. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Like he's being upfront. He is signed as he is supposed to.
What I'm seeing here is that okay, there might be a part 2 to this.
There is not a part 2.
No. I mean, there might be a part 2 to this after Ballyhoo signs. Yeah, what's gonna come? What their next little venture is gonna be. God, I love being a fae.
I love being in a party full of chaotic people. Who
It is a joy.
Yeah, because I feel like if the party were a lot of us were lawful and not chaotic, this would not be like someone in the party would have tried to shoot this down.
You guys would not be in the ethereal plane looking at an infernal contract. Is that what we're saying here?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If this were not the group, if this composition wasn't the entire group, it probably would not be happening, which is sad. So I'm happy.
I am going to, not because it's here. Gosh, is it under here? I'm going to place, I'm going to place a token on this map to represent where you guys are, probably the ship, just because that's a travel token. I don't know how long you guys are going to stay here, but what I will say is this. The way that this, just so you guys are aware, the way that this is going to work, the way that travel works while you're here, it's like a hex crawl. And each hex, I believe, is 40 miles. But it's based off of your travel speed, because you guys do not have the ship with you. Like, you're on the ship kind of because it's next to you in the material plane. I'm gonna roll a d4 to see which quadrant I'm putting you in, but you'll get XP for exploring, like, in addition to any kind of role play XP, or whatever, like combat XP. You're gonna get XP for exploring. Where did it go? Where did the ship go? Did I not copy paste it? Come on.
I'm not worried about XP. Locke's staying here.
Per quadrant. Like, basically just for exploring the quadrants. You will get, in addition to any, like, other stuff, you will get XP per quadrant as you travel around. Okay, I gotta go back and try and get the ship again. Maybe it's under, do I have it under Kyrian? Don't. This is really stupid. Alright. Sorry, keep doing. Does that make sense though? Like, you'll get whatever for role play and. Okay. All right. Go ahead and keep discussing whatever you're working on with the.
I'm gonna make a suggestion here. Probably not gonna do it, but I want you guys to weigh in right now. Convince me not to do this because it's a bad idea.
Wrong group, but go ahead.
Ballyhoo does sign their name on the first line, signs Xochipilli's on the second. And then everything proceeds as normal, except Hay never hangs out with Xochipilli, thereby putting him in breach of the contract, thereby putting him in the service of Ballyhoo. Ballyhoo does not have to give up their soul. He wouldn't know that there's two promisees.
Okay. Let's think about this. So on the first, okay. So Ballyhoo's name is on the first line. So the name sign as the promisee. So the name sign below, which is the promisee, to uphold their end of all of the pacts. Okay, outlined in section 3. Okay, and then that would put, and then Xochipilli's on the second. Right, so that would be Xochipilli's soul. But it says the promisee, upon signing this document, revokes any and all claim to their immortal soul and agrees not to interfere with the travel of their soul to the 9 hells of B'Etor in any way, shape, or fashion, or the promisee will be found in breach of contract as outlined later in section 4. The promisee also consents to the promiseur's use of telepathy, mind reading. So the promisee is the one giving up their soul. The promisee as outlined in the first section, in the first signature. So putting Xochipilli's signature on that second line doesn't really do anything.
It just, that signature is just saying that
that's the consent
you have read and understand that section.
So really, you would want to definitely put Xochipilli's on the first signature.
Yeah.
And then I think you should just put Xochipilli's for both.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we switch it to Bally, and then we switch both to Ballyhoo because it's the same page, so it's the same contract.
Okay. I guess Valley won't be getting a demon for 1,000 consecutive years.
Yeah, I don't think
Well-
that's as I don't think that the contract as outlined gives us that opportunity.
Yeah, at a certain point, you're just giving Xochipilli a
1,000-year demon, yeah.
yeah.
Because the promiser agrees to, upon signing up, be friends a week, once per week. Hang out with you.
I would also not recommend making a second one.
Okay,
a second
okay.
contract.
There's a problem here. There's a problem here in this contract in general, which is that it says the promiser agrees to, upon signing this document, be friends and hang out at least once per week unless otherwise agreed to by both parties. It does not say at all who the promiser has to hang out with or be friends with.
Hey, there's a problem.
Okay.
This contract does not say you have to hang out with me. It just says you have to hang out.
He'll reword it. I'll
Put
change it.
promisee. Hang out with promisee at least once a week.
Absolutely. That's totally not a fault of the DM.
Yeah, it's
not,
okay.
Not having a law degree.
Another good
That's
catch.
just me, man. That's all. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, sign name, sign blah 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 blah. Promiser agrees to be friends and hang out with the promisee at least once per week. The promiser is not required to hang out upon the occasion that doing so would place one or both parties in mortal peril. I'll even add that extra X since I'm adjusting that section anyways. So that they really do match. Should the promisee blah blah blah. Should the promiser upon entering fail to hang out at least hang out with the promisee at least. Okay.
Oh. But
Yes. I like this.
Okay, I'm just looking at the last section here. Should the promisor be found in breach of contract? Okay, so the promisor, okay, so if Hay is in breach of contract, which being in breach of contract would be not hanging out with the promisee being, if it works out the way we want it to, Xochipilli. So either after the contract is signed, we get the opportunity, I would put it this way, we get the opportunity to be like, oh, gotcha, you got to go hang out with this guy, and then like he has to go hang out with, and then we kind of get Xochipilli has to hang out with Hay once a week for the rest of their lives, which is awesome. Or because then once it's all signed, I mean, it's done, right? So we could pretty much immediately get that gotcha moment. Or
Ballyhoo doesn't want to get one over on Hay. I mean, they do, but not like.
But if Hay hangs out with Ballyhoo, Hay is in breach of contract.
Yes, but he won't know it unless we bring it up.
Unless there's like a magical thing here component to this. Knowing that.
I mean, we don't know. But if this works the way we think it does, this is just a piece of paper giving all the information that what we have to do. It doesn't magically do anything unless someone tries to break something.
Yeah, I guess kind of either both situations could happen.
Yeah.
at the same time. They're not mutually exclusive. Okay,
But
yeah.
either way, you know it won't bite you in the ass. Because
If our plan works out.
well, no,
So
because
this is all
Yeah.
assuming that
that
we do get one over.
Zochipili is the one that's, you know, the promisee,
whose soul is actually at stake.
right? But whether it works out or not, even if this little devil dude figures out that, oh, it's supposed to be that guy, he would be mortal danger helping that guy to do something to you, because you would, try and kill him if they came to fuck with you.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that he can't, help him attack you.
That's true.
That's true.
Because
a good
that would be putting one or both of them in mortal danger.
That's a good point.
I'm gonna sign this. Here's what we're gonna do. So we can move along. There's one more thing. There's one more great aspect of this that Ballyhoo might do, which is just to be honest. Just be like, hey, I just gave you the soul of an archfey. You sure you don't want to be friends with me?
That's yes.
But they're gonna reserve that right, because for now they just like to.
It's like we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah, they hate Zochipili's guts for taking their body. It seemed like a little thing, but that was awful for them. So
I just want to say thank you guys for including me, even though Locke is not there.
oh, absolutely. What are you talking about? You're
You're a hive mind.
You're the person who does this kind of thing the most. We absolutely need your.
Oh, that is right. We can communicate telepathically right now.
We
Locke
can
be helping.
indeed.
Yeah.
We can. Oh, so this conversation just actually could have happened.
Yes,
Yeah.
perfect use of Riri telepathic. All this is going on, and Riss is not here because Corlin's distracting.
Yeah.
Perfect. Worked out exactly the way we wanted it to. Okay, yeah. Here
And
we
I
go.
love
This is
that
going to be a
despite
terrible
the
idea.
fact that Locke has had zero warning that this was going to be happening, Locke is the type of person to roll with it anyway.
He's just like, yeah, let's go.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. I just saw your answer for Locke going into education. Locke would be a really, he'd be one of those teachers where not every kid admitted that they liked him. Someone would be like, yeah, no, he's weird, but every kid secretly is like, we're going to his class now. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Everyone tries to get into my class, but
I
no
think,
one
yeah, I
admits that
definitely
they
had
try to get
teachers
in my
like that.
class.
Yeah, Ballyhoo's going to do a terrible thing that will harm them in dramatic fashion, I'm sure, and put Xochipilli's name on this contract because he stole their body. That's
I like how Ballyhoo's mad at that, but is signing the contract with Xochipilli's foot.
Ballyhoo didn't steal his paw. They won it in a twisted
No.
But you're doing exactly what he did
Fair
to you.
and square.
Ballyhoo won Xochipilli's paw in a game fair and square, and he's all pissy about it. And he decided to be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get with you and your friends." And Ballyhoo's like, "Fuck you."
It's not fair. It just simply wasn't fair, and that's not okay.
Yeah, it's only fair when Ballyhoo says so. That's come on. You're gonna tell me it's not the most fair thing to ever exist?
Sure, that's why I'm
Fair is only relative, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess according to a fae, probably.
Oh, and Meg, when I put education, I was thinking Locke would be like Hagrid as a teacher.
Oh, yeah.
Just so that it goes cleanly, Ballyhoo would ask Lyric to have the spell prepared and just ready to cast as soon as they write down the name, so that it's the least amount of time possible to be misinterpreted.
Yes. I guess I probably need to stealth this, maybe?
Well, here's the thing. He was gonna want to be there when you guys are doing this, so he's gonna try and get past Corlin. And gosh, would you be mad? Only because Riss is not here and not feeling well. I feel like this is something I want her to roll for, because I want her to tell me what she would do. You know, like I don't know whether to make her roll athletics or deception or persuasion or performance or like.
Right.
And so it's been 3 hours. We're down 2 players, both of whom don't feel well.
I'm totally fine. Yeah, if
we
you
can,
want
we
to
can pick up here, and then so what I want you guys to do, the 3 of you,
and then also
is,
hopefully Michael will be here next week to see us.
I'm okay. I'm okay. What do you want me to roll?
Oh, okay. How are you feeling?
I want to puke, but
We should,
listening.
I think we should still
probably
stop.
just
Stop, honestly, because I would love for Michael to be here, and I want you to feel better. So what I would like for the 3 of you who were here the whole time, because I know that Corlin stepped away for a little bit, is to make sure that you can like explain what's going on to both of the people who were either not here for the whole thing or missed completely.
And thank you both for your input and for being patient and looking over this dumb contract with me.
This is
not dumb.
This
is like one of the most important things we've done in a long while.
Do you guys see? I lost, like, I can't copy paste the ship. I don't know why. So I just grabbed another ship token. Do you guys see that in the bottom right corner of this map? Okay, that's where you are right now.
I see it in the middle-ish, but yeah.
You're right. I'm gonna scoot it over because I did mean for it to be in the bottom right. I think I was just checking it could move, so I was like using arrow keys to move it around. I'm gonna give everybody control of this, because it's the party, right? But it does not all. Let me do this now before I forget. Controlled by all players. Like don't move it around, and like, but then you choose which direction you want to go, basically. And I will also say this, like staying towards the bottom of the map doesn't necessarily mean, like going towards the top of the map doesn't necessarily mean you're going away from the border. Like the ethereal plane is huge, right? So like theoretically, I'm not going to say whether it is or not, but it could be safe to go over this whole map, right? And you'd be able to, like, there would be a change in scenery when you got out of the border.
What is the distance per hex?
They're 40 miles. Let me make sure I'm not lying to you.
I think that's what you said earlier.
Yeah, I know, but I also wasn't looking at my notes.
Each hex is 40 miles?
I believe so.
Unless she's misremembering.
It's a long way.
I mean, it's
so
infinite.
Hex crawl.
So...
It's like an old school hex crawl, right? And it would probably be good to mark off which parts you'd already been to, just so you don't double back, I suppose. That being said, the ethereal plane.
Gonna be right back. If you guys are still here and want to hang out, cool. By the time I get back. But if you're gone, then I'll wish you a good night.
Cool.
See you.
Okay. Each hex. Oh, it's larger than that. 95 square miles.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And we're not in the ship. That's gonna take dirt.
Yeah.
Well, but like.
Yeah, you're right.
Fine. Here's how.
I guess we could just think our way.
I'll post this under something. Exploration. I'm gonna post this whole thing here. And you guys, if somebody had like water walk, I would let that work to make everybody like, so right now, theoretically, well, what else? Is there something else? Alter Self could give you a swim speed.
Yeah.
Right? So Kyrian's fine. Kyrian has normal speed. Lock could turn into a thing that could have some kind of speed that would help.
For like
yeah. But anything that helps you kind of move more normally in water or fly, those are the 2 things that would let you move your normal speed, and or if you're a flying creature, you'd get their flying speed, or a swimming creature. So those are your options. So be thinking about that, especially my people who can switch spells out who might have something, more useful to hang out with. You guys are not going to
Word.
use any rations while you're here.
Oh, right.
Because, yeah, so rations are just not an issue. And where am I gonna... I'm gonna put this under... Is it... Let's see. Out of character... Nope. Notes? Group notes, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Where did it go? Screenshot. This is the travel thing. And then it's 100 XP per hex plus other XP as necessary. Necessary sounds mean, but I don't mean it in a mean way. But you just automatically get 100 per hex. Plus, I mean, you could summon creatures, right? You could bring, what's her name? I have her in my downloads. Peggy.
Peggy?
Yeah, like Peggy.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be flying on Peggy through.
Peggy could carry a couple people. Kyrian can walk his normal speed. He'd just be swimming.
Shit, we could cast enlarge on Peggy. Maybe we could just even think Peggy's bigger and Peggy be bigger, or Peggy could think Peggy's bigger and Peggy's bigger, and then we carry a lot of people.
Yeah,
Plus, we have all the
that's fair.
horses.
Could we carry
You did not-
everybody on
you did not
Peggy?
Bring the horses. Are the horses in your necklace?
Yeah, they're in my necklace because we're on the ship.
You
So.
guys are gonna murder these horses. This is ridiculous.
I mean,
Wait,
I'm not
but
saying
could
we
we-
use them, but those are the animals that are with me for this journey, other than Zob.
Yeah.
And then I have
Remember,
mini
Lyric,
mini
the answer is yes.
Yes, everybody on Peggy. We make her so big that we can just walk around on her.
Peggy's gonna be like, what the fuck is happening? Now,
She's like like an airship, but it's a Pegasus and it's a living creature.
man, I might have a better. Hang on. Tokens
This
for
is
that, then. Where'd they go?
So cool.
None of them look like horses. Here, I'm gonna send you the website. You,
Everybody get on the Peggy bus.
oh no. Zoran, I'm sending you. Pick which one of these you want to represent Peggy as a ship. Because these are pretty cool. I really like these options. But I figure since it's your Pegasus,
Hmm.
some of them I feel like are more of a
Ooh.
no, but some of them are kind of cool regardless. I think my favorite one's down at the bottom, third from the right. So that's so random.
Yeah, I like the second, like how the very bottom second from left.
Yeah.
Because I mean theoretically, like she could be a what's the other flying thing? A griffin.
Griffin? Yeah.
And she could be a giant griffin, which
Okay.
could attack even better.
All
But her
right.
name, she's I guess her name would be still Peggy.
It's just always Peggy. All right. So I'm going to switch that out for the ship.
Yeah.
Give me a second to upload it. I was
These are pretty
literally
cool.
just doing a ship. I really like them. I
Yeah.
bet that they were made after. I wouldn't shock me. I guess I haven't really looked at the. But it wouldn't shock me if they were made after they did. What's it called? Spelljammer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Uh.
I like the one that kind of looks like a lyre, but it's like a ship. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool
I thought
too.
about that one, but then I wanted one that looked as close to the ship as possible.
Mhm.
Just because in my mind it was sort of because you guys started on the ship, but now that we know you're traveling on Peggy, we're gonna use different. But I think they're really cool looking. I like
There's
the
like one that's like a giant whale.
squid. I like the one that looks like a squid right above the cat.
Yeah.
All of these are really neat. I like the snail. Actually, probably my favorite one, if I were gonna pick one for me, would be like third row from the bottom, second from the right. That looks kind of like a snail, but with a fin in the back. I think that's